I voted for Trump, but can I change my vote now? I tell you, I was all aboard the MAGA train, all aboard the MAGA train until I saw the rally in Madison Square Garden, bringing back memories of 1939. I said, man, this is a bridge too far, Trump. This is a bridge too far. Then you got a comedian on there telling jokes about people. How, that's a bridge too far, man. That's a bridge too far. There's no room for laughter in this world when the world is about to be taken over by a fascist dictator, Trump. No one can be laughing with fascism right there, right there. Don't you know what happened in 1939? Don't you know what happened in 1933, Trump? You know you're a fascist wannabe. You're about to dictate to fascism all over the world. There's no escape. There's no hope. But I voted for you. Can I take that vote back? Man, I can't. I mean, yes, I know they called you Hitler and Nazi and fascism all the way back to 2016, but I didn't believe them. I know they called you a fascist Hitler all the way back to 2018, but I didn't believe them. I know they said, hey, you supported Klansmen and the Charlottesville talker. They're great people on both sides. I didn't believe them. I know that you said, coming down the stairs in 2015, the escalator, talk about migrants coming here. I didn't believe them. I didn't believe them. I just inundated with MAGA right wing talking points. I just did not believe them. I should have gone on to MSNBC. I wish I would have known. I should have listened, like Randy Marsh at South Park when the fears of climate change. We should have listened. We should have listened. And then they started running away from climate change, knowing you can't escape climate change. It chases you down, drags you in, and just beats you to a pulp until you can't breathe anymore. And this is what Trump's fascist team's going to do. They told us in 2020 if Trump wins again, there'll be fascist takeover. I know. Kamal was putting people in jail whose kids were having in jail or in the hospital with sickle cell anemia, and they're straight A students, and they're putting the mom in jail. I know. That seems kind of fascistic, but not anything like what Trump was doing. Remember what Trump was doing? I mean, he wasn't even putting the Antifa thugs in jail and the Black Lives Matter thugs. I know, but I know Kamal was prosecuting people like crazy for truancy, for drug possession. Who knows if they even got a fair trial? But man, that's not anything like what Trump wants to do. I know he's president, and he didn't do that in his 4 years, but I know he's going to this time because who's to stop him? Who's to hold him back this time? I know Joe Biden passed the Clinton crime bill in 1993 and advocated for it. I know while Joe Biden's son was smoking crack, Joe Biden was sending innocent people to jail. But they had to do that, man. They had to do that. No knock warrants, and all that stuff. Look, I know that happened under Clinton. I get that, but that's not fascist. It's not fascist when Kamala sends her police to enforce that you go to school even if your kid's in the hospital with sickle cell anemia. What Trump is doing is fascism, and it didn't occur to me until this speech that gay comedian gave. Then I realized Trump is Hitler, and I voted for Hitler. I'm ashamed. I wish I could take it back. Actually, but I'm not sure because I do live in Fulton County, Georgia. I'm not actually sure that my vote will count for Trump anyway. So there is hope that they'll do potentially what happened allegedly in 2020. Because I am in Fulton County, Georgia, where all the votes are counted for certain politicians. It doesn't matter who you vote for, it matters who counts the votes. So I hope they do me a solid this time. Those good people in Fulton County, Georgia say, yeah, we know your intentions, Josh. We know your intentions. That'll let me live at peace with my despicable, disgusting vote for the fascist Donald Trump. Don't you follow what I've done. Repent.